Yes, thank you for joining us in this live session. So we'll just quickly begin with GameStop. You can see GameStop is down 0.63%, but there are a few other stocks that are moving in the market. They are delivering more positive outcomes at the moment. So we'll begin with Load. That will be Comstock. Comstock Mining is up 13.22%. Let's see if there's any news concerning Comstock. Okay, we have 180,000 shares of crossed the tape so far. Let's see if we can get any news. Okay, there isn't any fresh news at the moment. As time goes by, we might be able to get some piece of news. So let's see if we can get the short interest on Comstock has a short interest of 2.59%. It's 1.65 million shares sold short. Market cap of $234.4 million. Okay, Comstock up 12.86%. By Christ Pharmaceuticals, it was up, was higher, more than it is now. We can see that from the chart. It was up as high as $16.37 earlier on, so it has since lost some of those. We'll find out what's going on with BioChrist. Vuzix Corp is up 1.91%. Clovis Oncology down 3.94%. All of these were higher before earlier on. MRKR Therapeutics up 17.7, roughly 17%. Atlantic American Co down 1.9%. ComScore up 5.19%. XELB Brands down 0.97%. All of these obviously are in the pre-market, so Taiwan Lipsum Co is not trading and currently in the pre-market. Kiniska Pharmaceuticals is just slightly up 0.2%. To new COP is up 3.05%. Yeah, if you joined us or you have just joined us, thank you very much for doing so. Let's see what's going on in the broader market. So obviously, this platform, the resource we're using, this website we're using is from Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is by far the largest, the most encompassing equity trading platform out there. just the second largest in terms of signed up users, only behind Robinhood, but is by far has the best tools. That's a place you have to be. If you really get very serious about the trading, you have to be on Charles Schwab. So we're trying to see what's going on broadly in the markets. And the news is, the market update is that S&P futures versus fair value is up 6.6. Nasdaq futures versus fair value is up 100.80. The S&P futures traded 7 points or 0.2% above fair value as the large technology stocks react positively to a decline in long-term interest rates. The Nasdaq 100 futures outperform and trade 0.8% above the fair value, while the Dow Jones average futures traded 0.1 below fair value. The yield on a 10-year Treasury note is currently down 5 basis points to 1.68% amid renewed buying interest that is being attributed to a buy the dip mindset. The 10-year was trading around 1.76% last week, which accounted for a what? We don't exactly know what the rest of the story is. Okay, so we have a few upgrades and downgrades, as the case may be. And we have this. It says market charter: federal jury orders Apple to pay $308.5 million in patent infringement case. A federal jury in Texas ordered Apple to pay out $308.5 million to Personalized Media Communications LLC for their alleged infringement of a patent related to digital rights management. Personalized Media Communications filed the lawsuit against Apple in 2015, claiming the technology giant's iTunes service infringed on 7 parts of its patents. Jurors late on Friday directed Apple to pay a running royalty to the company, which is usually based on the amount of sales, Reuters said. The Texas-based licensing company also has an infringement case pending against companies including Netflix, Alphabet, Google, and Amazon, according to the report. Okay. Obviously, Apple may go ahead and appeal the case. So there doesn't seem to be much at the moment. Okay, if you just join us, thank you very much for doing so. Let's go back and see what's going on with okay, let's review again GameStop. GameStop is down 0.39%. I believe its earnings outcomes are coming out sometime this week. AMC is down 3.73% as well. KOSS Entertainment is down 0.9%. Okay. Well, I guess since Comstock Mining is up, I was expecting American Battery Metals to be up as well, and that is the case. So let's see, THCB. Toscan Holdings is down 0.2%. Yeah, while we can still go ahead and keep finding, keep searching for any piece of news. Okay, we can't find, there isn't any, the markets are not open yet, nothing fascinating as such at the moment. Let's see if we can. Five things we need to know before the market opens. Okay, 5 things you need to know before the market opens Monday, according to CNBC. See, Nasdaq futures rise as 10-year Treasury yield retreats. AstraZeneca vaccine found to be 79% effective in US trial. COVID cases rising in 21 states as governors relaxed restrictions. Canadian Pacific Railway to buy Kansas City Southern. Kathy Woods, ARK Investment sees Tesla 10,000 per share by 2025. Okay. Okay, Tesla up 3.87%. Comstock is up 11.96. Let's see what ABML is doing. BML is up to $1.82 from $1.78 where it closed at the end of the session of the 19th of March 2021. GameStop down 0.76. Sunworks is up 2.97%. Chilo Waste is unchanged. Nothing is going on. I don't think there's any trade going on with the stock at the moment since the market is closed, or since the market is not open yet. Lake Resources not trading yet. Yeah, if you just join us, thank you very much. We're just looking at the fees. Load. That's Comstock up 11.96%. VWAGY up 1.9%. MRKR. Therapeutics up 16.5%. Is pretty much all through this pre-market. Momentum is improving. It's live pre-market. SCOR up 4.37%. XELB brands down 0.48%. Taiwan Liposome Company Limited is unchanged at the moment. Luokung 10.76%. Kineska Pharmaceuticals up 0.2%. New COP is up 3.25%, but also just not much change has occurred during this pre-market session. Everything has converged. You can see the MACD and the MACD and the signal line. They are just not indicating anything, not bearish, not bullish. So it is just stagnant there. But at the same time as well, when people are confused, that is also when you don't have to be confused. So new COP is up 3.25% and not very exciting at the moment. So let's go ahead and look at all the stocks and see what's going on with them. Anovis Bio Inc. unchanged at the moment and during this pre-market session. Adaptive Biotechnologies is up 2.15%, but it's not graphic at the moment. ChemFarm down 0.54%. Sonic Health Systems down, or rather up 6.73%. Zomedica down 2.33%. ABBV by Farm is up 0.82%. Immunoprecise antibodies is unchanged at the moment. So the US markets will open in about 56 minutes or thereabouts. Fintech Acquisition Corp is up 0.39%. Enzo Biochem down 3.48% during this pre-market session. Okay, want us to look at SPRT. Okay, let's have a look. SPRT. Oh, whoa, my goodness. Support.com is up 268%. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try and see what's going on, what the news is. Support.com. Obviously, the platform we're using is Charles Schwab. Sign up. It's a very good tool, by far the best. Robinhood is just the most popular, but this is by far the best. It has by far the best tools for you to, screen, do your research, and much more. It says shares of support.com more than doubled in pre-market today after the technology group said it's planned to merge with power generation and Bitcoin mining operation Greenwich Generation. After closing after closing of the deal, support.com will become a wholly owned subsidiary of Greenwich, which is expected to be listed on Nasdaq. The company said. Greenwich said it expects to be the only U.S. public company operating at a vertically integrated power generation asset and Bitcoin mining operation. Under the terms, support.com holders will receive 0.124 shares of Greenwich for each share they own, according to a statement early on Monday. Greenwich said the combined group is expected to achieve a 2021 EBITDA in excess of $50 million and a run rate of more than $160 million by Q4 2022. Its 106 megawatt natural gas plant currently powers 19 megawatts of mining capacity, which is set to increase to 41 megawatts by the end of Q2 of 2021 and 85 megawatts by the end of 2022, the company said. Okay, yes, that's what's going on with support.com. As at the close of that session, it was yes, I would say yes, it was presenting a good buying opportunity. We can see, based on this daily chart, trading below its intermediate trend line, that's the 50-day trend line, and just slightly or above its 10-day trend line, and almost at the same price with its 20-day trend line. And yes, I could even say yes, at that point it was a buy opportunity, presented a buying opportunity. But who would have known, who would have thought that this is what's going to happen today? So yes, we can see support.com. But at the same time as well, this gain, all of those, much of that occurred rather immediately the market opened, and you can see that gap up there, and then it gradually continued to extend. But for some time now, it has been, I think, for the best part of, let's say 30-40 sideways, and all of its trend lines have all merged or just coming together, apart from this long-term trend line, the 200-day trend line. And going down, we can see, trying to find out what the signal is, and the MACD is not saying anything. The signal line is, the MACD and the signal line, they're just saying, I'm not sure if it's a buy, if it's bullish, or if it is bearish, because the stock is just consolidating at the moment. So, but at the same time as well, gradually inching up. You can see that, and it has, since we started talking about it, it's been up about 5% or thereabouts. So even though it's not exactly that visible here on this, but it is moving up. You can see the momentum is alive and kicking as well, and Yeah, momentum is strong. That's what certain market participants want. They want strong momentum, strong price action, and strong volume. So let's see what the volume was even saying. Can we get a volume? Yes, 33.3 million shares, above average. Above average. You can see the average for the last 10 days is 75,000. So this is so many times more than what is normally the case. So support.com is a surprise of the day today in this pre-market. We'll see how things perform, how things will turn out when the bell goes. See if people are going to take some money off the table or anything like that. Yeah. So support.com running up a huge gain and still going further and further. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can have a look at all the stocks on the move at the moment. Pre-market quotes. Okay, we don't have, I don't seem to have that support.com for here for some reason. Okay, but that being the case, we can also look at other ones. DSWL. Deswell Industries up 8.34%. It was higher than this before. We can see that. Evidently was higher than that. It was up about 18% or so at some point. LPTX. LPTX. Leap Therapeutics up 9.76. So we also have that load that's Comstock is up 12.68%, and American Battery Metals, we felt would also draw some sympathy from that, is also slightly up to 1.82% from the close of 1.78%. If you just joined us, thank you very much for doing so. Give us a thumbs up. Luokung is down 3.17%. Check cap down, or rather up 0.93%. Athena Zentaris is up 1.5%. Sigma Labs is up 0.2%. Fami Inc. it's down 15.71%. So the market is opening in about a few minutes. I believe it's going to open in about 45 minutes. So these are some other mining stocks. We'll see whether they've gotten any. Yes, I'm okay. I'm not sure because this is not. There's no activity yet on Lake Resources at the moment. So let's look at global battery metals. Global battery. Okay, there's no activity as well. So let's look at fuel cell energy. Fuel cell is up 1.6%. It's not trading at the moment. ASTI, Ascent Solar. No, okay, there's some activity at the moment. I think it has extended based on what we're looking at right now. It closed at 0.039 and it's currently at 0.0470. Biosolar is unchanged at the moment. Vertex Energy down 0.66%. We can see its MACD is quite bullish. Spot is signaling a buy, signaling a bullish extension. Momentum is also very strong, even though it's down 0.66%, but the signals are still bullish at the moment. For Vertex Energy, it's down 0.66%. Plug Power is up 1.12%. Yeah, if you're there, give us a thumbs up and let's get going, folks. It's up 1.12%. Momentum is flat. The stock is quite bearish, trading in between its short and intermediate, shorter trend lines and the longer term trend line. This is the longer term trend line, the 200 trend line. All these other ones are the 20-day, 10-day, or 50-day, which are much more shorter than the 200-day. But the MACD is has a bearish signal at the moment. It's below zero, currently at minus 0.2. But it seems momentum and the price is trying to improve. So Plug Power just up 1.22% in this pre-market session. The market is opening about 42 minutes. GVO is up roughly 0.1%. So Cielo Waste is, we don't have any figures yet because it's not trading yet. Canoe Inc. is up 2.86%, but it's been moving sideways for the best part of this whole pre-market session. But momentum turns out to be strong. But at the same time as well, the MACD and the signal line is not pointing in either direction. It's just indecisive at the moment, just flat, no opinion, no direction at the moment from the MACD. So it's just sideways consolidation for Canoe Inc. Fusion Fuel Green down 0.07%, but this was, or rather, yes, it's currently what's going on, but we don't have any graphics for it, yes. Churchill Capital down, or rather up 2.34%. We also have some consolidation as well, some slight bearishness at the moment. And also, but on the MACD is not specifying any direction at the moment. It's just neutral at the moment. So meaning that there isn't very much interest at the moment. even though it's up 2.27%. Yeah, if you just joined us, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. QuantumScape up 1.15%. MACD and signal line is also below zero and also quite neutral. Momentum is waning as well for QuantumScape. Okay, Sorrento Therapeutics up 3.56%. The stock itself is bullish. Momentum is also strong. You can see equally. You can see the MACD. This blue line is strongly indicating bearishness. The slope is positive and suggests the signals are positive. That based on the activities of market participants, they are very much positive about Sorrento Therapeutics, up 3.56% in this pre-market session. The market is opening in about 39 minutes at the moment. No figures for renewable energy solutions. Sunvolt is unchanged. We don't have any yet. The market is not open at the moment. Romeo Power down 0.82%. Momentum is flat. The stock itself is also fluctuating between flat and for momentum it's fluctuating from nothing to up to 0.86%. Okay, and the MACD is also slightly bullish. It's trying to improve, but it's still below zero. Much more bullish than it was earlier on, and it's above the signal line, indicating it's slightly bullish. It's improving. Romeo Power up 0.15%. If you're there, give us a thumbs up. Northern Genesis up 9.45%. You can see the stock is bullish. The stock itself is bullish. Momentum is strong and bullish. MACD is above signal line and also gradually improving, but at the same time as well, it's also pretty much neutral as well. We can see they are clearly wrapped up together there. It could be a better sign. Could be better figures, better graphics. So Northern Genesis up 9.45% in this pre-market session. The market's opening in about 37 minutes. If you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for joining us. Ocean Power Therapeutics up 0.56%. Neutral, rather consolidating at the moment. MACD is definitely bearish. You can see it's below the signal line. Momentum has been flat for the best part of 25 minutes. You can see that evidently. As a matter of fact, in the very best part of 25 minutes, Ocean Power up 0.56%. American Lithium, let's see. It's unchanged at the moment. Teradata is down 0.02% at the moment. Magnite is up 1.64%, consolidating at the moment. Momentum has been flat for some time as well. MACD is below the signal line, but also very much quite neutral at the moment, not signifying bearishness or bullishness. No figures on MedMen Enterprises at the moment. B squared down 3.6%. Momentum is flat. Stock itself is quite bearish, or rather consolidating. And we also have the MACD is below the signal line, but at the same time they are both tagging along quite neutral at the moment. Yes, if you just joined us, thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Lash Inc. is up 1.75%, also consolidating, momentum flat. MACD and signal line also neutral and all merged up. Okay, at some point they were quite active. You can see as at the opening of the market, the signal MACD was above the signal line, and then momentum started to drop, and the stock started to drop. It fell below the signal line, and at the same time, at some point crossed over, which is a positive indicator at that point, and crossed below again and just remained that way and sideways for call it now 10 minutes and counting. Property Solutions Inc. is down 0.4%. Let's review again the stocks that are on the move now. SPRT, spot.com, okay, has lost some value now, down, rather up to 275. At some point it was 293 or thereabout, so lost about 20% at the moment. So, but also you can see the MACD and signal line, they're also intertwined, so not signaling anything at the moment, rather validating this sideways consolidation we are looking at over there. So MACD is not pointing to any bearishness or bullishness. Momentum is also, it's been very much okay, well, improving now, but signal line is not, the MACD is not signaling anything at the moment, even though it keeps on appreciating. You can see that it has gained about 5-6% since we started talking about it of late. So spot.com up 282%. If you're there, give us a thumbs up. Let's get going. So we'll go ahead and look at Comstock. Comstock is up 12.32%. Momentum has dropped off now. Signal line or MACD are just moving sideways for some time now, so nothing is really going on. The folks in the folks who are active in this pre-market are not doing anything at the moment. So Comstock up 12.32%. BioCryst Pharmaceuticals up 1.81%. Yeah, if you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us. VWAGY up 1.15%. Stock itself has retraced, but momentum is slightly getting better. momentum is improving, but signal line and MACD are still flat. Clovis Oncology down 1.4%. MRKR Therapeutics up 14.88%. Momentum is waning. MACD is I think slightly above signal line, but it's moving sideways during this pre-market session. MRKR Therapeutics up 14.88%. Atlantic American Co up, rather down 1.75%. Sideways movements, momentum wise and price wise, as well as the MACD as well. SCOR up 4.37%. Momentum is improving, but the MACD is flat. XELB Brands is down 0.97%. Upstart Holdings down 1.02%. I2 Biosciences is up 1.75%. Momentum is strong. Stock is slightly consolidating. MACD is signaling bullishness. Hexocop up 1.66%. Market is opening about 28 minutes. Momentum is flat. It has dropped off for Hexo, and also the MACD is also below the signal line. Canadian Solar Inc. up 2.58%. Moving sideways. MACD is below signal line and dropping off. Canadian Solar Inc. up 2.58%. Voyager Digital Limited unchanged at the moment. Volkswagen AG is unchanged. Luokung Coffee, no activity yet. Market is opening in about 27 minutes. FSD Pharma Inc. down 3.54%. If you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us. VLON Pharmaceuticals up 14.74%, even though it has up 14.74% at $5.76. So it's higher than what it is on this scale. So, but this is not the current graphics. This is just as it were as at the close of the 19th of March. Tonix Pharmaceuticals is up 0.69%. Verrica Pharmaceuticals is unchanged. NLS Pharmaceuticals is up 1.45%. Entera Bio Limited is down 3.72%. Silos Therapeutics is down 0.93%. Luokung is down 2.12%. Vasinex is down 1.69%. The stock has just been moving sideways for nearly the entire pre-market session. Everything's flat on Vasinex at the moment. If you dare give us a thumbs up, thank you very much for joining us. Comedix is up 1.26%, also flat, no activity at the moment. Okay, somebody, we can see at the bottom of the screen there, somebody is pointing out to BLSP. No activity at the moment. Volume of 350,000. We see if you can see that clearly. Or was this what happened in the pre-market session? Rather, this may be what happened in the last session, not what's going on at the moment. Forest Road acquisition up 1.78%. Yeah, if you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, very much appreciated. Age Agile Aerial Systems up 1.41%. Palantir up 1.79%. Support.com lost some steam now, lost about 20% since we last saw it, so currently up 260%. And the Goss Corp is unchanged at the moment, but not exactly. It closed at $4.10, but current, okay, it's still where it is, no change yet. Bitfarms Limited unchanged at the moment. Riot Blockchain down 1.67%. Yeah, if you just joined us, thank you very much. If you've been there, thank you very much as well. Hit that thumbs up, man. Let's get going. So the market is opening in about 20 minutes. So Jinko Solar up 2.96%. All of these are in the pre-market session. The market is not open yet. Blooming Brands up 0.46%. Six Flags down 0.44%. Capstone is unchanged. Alpine Holdings unchanged at the moment as well, or rather actually slightly retraced at the moment. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Bain Biotech is up, or rather unchanged at the moment. Alternate Systems is flat at the moment. Saddle Ranch Media, no activity at the moment. FBC Holdings also unchanged. Market is opening in about 18 minutes. Greelit also unchanged. Legend Brands, no activity yet. US Energy Initiative, no activity yet. Chem Farm is down 0.09%. Transcenterix, no activity yet. OV Therapeutics, down 0.89%. Ocugen is down 1.35%. UWM Holdings down 3.84%. MACD below the signal line, we can see that, but also it's consolidating a bit now, but very bearish. You can see the momentum is slightly improving. Stock is also trying to improve at the moment. Super League Gaming up 5.72 in this pre-market session. The MACD is slightly above the signal line, but they're all both negative at the moment. Momentum is also waning. The stock has also lost some of its value. If it's 5.72 now, at some point it was higher than that. You can see it's at some point it was at 10.85. Currently 10 point. You can see it now. Immediately just retraced down to 10 point. Still retracing. Lost all of those values. You can see now clearly the MACD is now visibly below the signal line. Something must have happened. to have brought about this sudden collapse? Could it be a broader market issue? We'll carry on and see. Tanja factory outlets up 0.42%. Momentum is strong. MACD and signal line are gradually improving, but still not signaling in any direction. Clean energy up 1.72%. Northern Genesis up 9.78%. Let's see what's going on with that SLGG. If nothing fundamentally is wrong, it's very good. It's a very good time to jump on this stock on a very short time for those who know how to play, who are confident enough to trade to do day trading. So SLGG down 1.08. So we'll carry on and see what's going on. KR Kroger is down, rather up 0.28%. If you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us. If you've been around, thanks again. Burlington stores unchanged at the moment. Toroko is unchanged, no activity. Sienna Corp is unchanged as well. Market is opening in about 13 minutes. DraftKings is up 1.81%. MOXC in China down 4%. Even at that, MACD is still above the signal line. Momentum has been flat for some time now as well. Okay, market's opening in about 10 minutes. So Medical Pro is up 0.42. Momentum is positive and above 80 overbought. MACD is signaling bullishness since crossed over the signal line, and it's improving. Yeah, if you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us. It's up 2.93%. Fulgent Genetics up 0.23%. Humanigen Inc. up 3.18%. Column Petroleum is up 0.32%. Marathons down 0.18%. But even at that, it's still bullish at the moment. You can see that. Only below its 200-day trend line and price. Momentum is also signal line and above zero as well. KOSS Ventures up 0.49%. Weta Holdings down 1.04%. Setara Inc. unchanged at the moment, so the market is opening in about 8 minutes. ABBV Biotechnologies up 0.98%. The stock is quite bearish, approaching the 200-day trend line based on this 1 minute live stream. MACD is also below the signal line and dropping. Momentum has been flat for some time. ABBV Biotechnologies up 0.98%. If you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for joining us. Anciano Therapeutics up 17.41%. That's in. Okay. NEO is up 2.42%. Second eye up, just the market is opening in about roughly 5 minutes now. Purple Innovation is up slightly 0.09%. Amplitech is up 0.35%. First Energy up 0.23%. POSCO up 3.12%. Zendesk unchanged. New Hold Investment Corp is up 0.28%. Net Element is down 0.57%. Triteras up 1.45%. South Oncology up 3.26%. I2 Bioscience unchanged at the moment. Market is not opening in about 2 minutes. You can see on with I2, stock is bearish, momentum is flat almost. MACD is significantly below the signal line and dropping. So even though it's unchanged at the moment, but the signals are very negative, very bearish on I2 at the moment in this live pre-market session, but they seem to be improving a bit. The 9 limited up 0.37%. Ship Technologies up 2.15%. So the market is opening in about a minute and some fraction. Nank West is down 21.36%. In Vishay Corp is down 0.02%. Context Logic Inc. is up 0.73%. Comedix Inc. is up 1.41%, so the market is opening very soon. So let's uncheck this pre-market box and Silvergate down 0.04%. So Data Nexus up 11.33%. Peloton is up 0.64%. So while we wait for the bell to open, the bell to go, we are back with GameStop. So the market has opened. GameStop is currently up 2.33%. If you're there, thank you very much for joining us. Currently losing all of those values at the moment. So let's look at AMC. While we are there, we can see the Dow is down 0.17%, Nasdaq up 0.5758%, S&P up 0.16%, AMC is down 6.17%. You can see that. See what's going on. It's very bearish at the moment. Retracing and retracing and retracing. KOSS is down 2.8%. BlackBerry up 2.1%. Nokia up 1.37%. American Battery Metals up 0.56%. Let's look at load. Load is that's Comstock up 7.57%. SPRT, the stock we have been up, rather it has lost some steam now. You can see it's down right now, up 260%. At some point it was up 290%. Sun Hydrogen up 1.09%. Uzop Energy up 3.2%. MACD above the signal line and rising. Momentum is also waning. Quite bullish at the moment. Ascent Solar up 3%. Yeah, if you're there, thank you very much for joining us. Give us a thumbs up. BioSolar is unchanged at the moment. Vertex Energy down, or rather up 0.99%. Plug Power down 0.13%. Stock is quite bearish at the moment, but some of the trend lines are still bullish. The 10-day is also getting bearish. Momentum is waning. MACD is has been going below and above the trend line. So Plug Power up 0.24% in this 1-minute live stream. Jivo up 1.2%. See MACD above the signal line, quite bearish. Momentum is also still strong but waning. Jivo up 1.31%. Canoe Inc. is down 0.85%. You can see how bearish it is. Momentum is waning as well. MACD below the signal line, very bearish at the moment on Canoe Inc. Fusion Fuel Green down 0.54%. Yeah, if you just joined us, or if you've been there already, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us. Churchill Capital up 1.12%. Quite bearish. Quite bullish at the moment. Sorry about that. Momentum is also bullish. Signal MACD is also bullish and above signal line and improving. BioCryst Pharmaceuticals up 4%, trading above all of its trend lines, even though it's getting bearish at the moment. MACD is still above signal line but also leveling out. Momentum is also trying to move sideways as well. VWAGY is down roughly 2%. Just broke through the, or rather trading below all of its trend lines. Momentum is below, or rather just slightly above 25 and trying to improve. Signal lines above, the signal line is above the MACD, or rather the MACD is below the signal line, which is a bearish signal. VWAGY down 1.77%. CLVS and oncology down 5.47%, trading below all of its trend lines. Momentum is just flat. MACD is also below the signal line, very bearish. MRKR Therapeutics up 28.51%. Atlantic American Co is down 8%, bearish and trying to improve. MACD below the signal line, momentum is flat. Based on this 1 minute type, it's presenting a buying opportunity, buy the dip. So Atlantic American is presenting that. It's also retracing further, but it hasn't called the bottom yet, because we can see based on the MACD it's still very far away from the signal line. It's not converging yet, so it's not things are not improving yet. There's signs that it could retrace further based on this MACD we're looking at right now. It's below the signal line. If it begins to come closer to converge with the signal line, then it might to some extent spell an end to the retracement. So, but it's up to you to disregard the technicals and see if you want to jump in. So Atlantic American down 10% now in correction mode. Let's see what the daily chart says. Okay, on the daily chart is quite bullish at the moment as well. Still very much, or rather, it might be correcting, but at the same time, it's not trading anywhere close its short-term and intermediate trend lines. SCOR up 4.64% and trying to break through the volume weighted average price. It's forming a resistance there at the $3.8 level, $3.83 level. SCOR up 4.64%. MACD is above the signal line and deviating. And momentum is also improving and rising. XELB brands up 1.41% and extending. All these signals are bullish. Everything MACD above the signal line, even though it's been moving sideways and might just mingle and intertwine with the signal line. which wouldn't be which would just mean a very much neutral signal. Luckin Coffee down 7.11%, or rather up 6.61%. Quite bullish at the moment based on this 1 minute live stream. Luckin Coffee up 7% roughly. Momentum is also still bullish, but not upward sloping. MACD is also above the signal line, moving sideways for some time now. Not for some time, but currently. FSD Pharma Inc. down 5.75, trading below all of its trend lines at the moment. Momentum is flat. MACD below the signal line and dropping. VLON Pharmaceuticals up 3.39% and extending, but MACD is still below the signal line. Momentum is also flat. Tonix Pharma Limited up 0.63%. The price just broke through the 20-day trend line, but getting some support from the 10-day. You can see MACD is just went below the signal line, which is a bearish signal. So Tonix Pharmaceuticals is probably losing some value now. VRCA Pharmaceuticals up 5.5%. MACD is clearly above the signal line. Momentum is flat. Stock is just sideways, moving sideways, but yeah, just moving sideways below the 200-day trend line. Taiwan Liposome Company is up 3.59%. Kinixa Pharmaceuticals up 0.42%. New Cop is down 6.71%, currently trading below all of its trend lines. Momentum is flat. Signal line is above the MACD, but it's gradually pulling away. Has broken through the 200-day trend line and extended. Yeah, if it did, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Leap Therapeutics up 10.57%, trading sideways at the moment, and below the 10-day trend line and in between the 10-day and the 20-day trend line. Momentum, so MACD is also bearish since crossed below the signal line, and it's dropping now. So the momentum is also low. That's well Industries up 4.30%. MACD below its signal line. Momentum is flat. The stock is consolidating for some minutes now. Upstart Holdings up 2.27%. I2 Bioscience is down 6%. Hexacop is down 0.84%. Canadian Solar up 3.87%. MACD since crossed below the signal line, not improving. Momentum is also flat based on this 1 minute 1 minute live stream. You can also see the price is also getting bearish. It is bearish now, trading in between the shorter term and the longer term trend lines at the moment. Voyager Digital Limited up 4.53%. So the Dow has now come into the green, up 0.02%. Nasdaq up 0.62%. SPX up 0.26%. Let's see if we can get the Russell. Russell is down 0.4% and retracing. MACD below the signal line and also dropping. Momentum is also flat for Russell 2000 index. Anovis Bio Inc. down 3.11%. Things may be improving a bit. You can see the MACD is gradually approaching the signal line. Momentum also improved, but just consolidating. The price broke through, or rather converged with its volume weighted average price on the 10-day trend line. Adaptive Biotechnologies up 0.67%. Sunlink Health Systems up 6.72%. MACD since crossed below the signal line. Momentum is flat. Stock itself is also trading below its, or rather, it's below its short, between its shorter term trend lines and the longer term trend lines. So Sunlink is up 6.73%. So Medica down 5.58%. Arbutus by farm down 1.34. Immunoprecise antibodies up 1.38%. Fintech acquisition is up 1.21%, extending. Momentum is also quite flat but still bullish. MACD is above the signal line and extending as well. And Zubicam down 0.13%. SVRA Inc. down 4.35%. Streamline Health Solutions down 1.5%. Rather up 1.5%. Let's see what's going on with SPRT. Support.com up 2.274% now. League Resources up 1.18%. Global Battery Metals up roughly 4%. You can see strongly bullish there. MACD above signal line and rising. Momentum almost at the max. Let's see whether BML is also doing the same. BML, no, it's down 0.56. Comstock down. Vision Hydrogen down 10, or rather up 10.26%. Touchlight Energy up rather down 1.36%. Regal Pharmacy Inc. is up 1.13%. Quick Logic Corp is up 1.14%. Greenland Technologies down 0.36%. Westport Fuel Systems down 2.43%. Luokung is down 6.42%, but the signal line is still above. The MACDs are still above the signal line. Momentum is also gradually waning, so it's a mix of things here with Luokung. Check cap down 2.33%. Check cap is down 1.86%. A10 Zentaris is down 2.17%. Sigma Lab down 3.81%. Pharma Inc. down 16.42%. Basinex is down 3.09%. Comedix Inc. is up 2.35%. reason further to has added another, what I say, 50% since the last time we looked at it. But they noticed something. The MACD is still below the signal line. This is the 1 minute live stream. Momentum is also waning. Did it at any point cross over? Did it? Never. This MACD never crossed above the signal line since this session began. Yes, when the market began, obviously this is what it represented. So the MACD is not signaling a buy, but regardless, market participants are ignoring that, and they're looking at all the technicals, and their actions haven't changed what's going on. What hasn't changed the technicals. That's interesting. Medicinova is down 2.84%. Okay, let's quickly have a look and see what's going on in the broader market. This is support.com. Let's refresh it and see what the figures are. Get more figures surrounding it. Oops. See that 311.68%. See that gap? All of that is what happened in the pre-market, and it's extending further. New 52-week high today. See, price reached a new 52-week high of $9.45. This exceeds the previous high of $2.57 by $6.88, and it is 879.48% above an upward sloping above a 52-week low of 0.96. Market cap of $41.5 million currently, I believe. It appears to be strongly bullish. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above 0. 120 million shares above average. You can see the average for 10 days has been 66,000, so this is so many times more. So it has all the bullish signals, and the price is bullish, the volume is bullish, momentum is bullish, so all of these are very, very positives for support.com. Earnings outcomes are also expected this week. Yeah, I can see support.com. It's the biggest, one of the biggest, in fact, the biggest mover at the moment. Support.com, high peak energy. This is it's a warrant, so we don't have anything there. Stonemore Inc. Stonemore Inc. You can see up 46.59% now, but currently retracing, getting some support from its 50-day trend line. See, MACD has since collapsed. MACD has since collapsed. See, it crossed below the signal line and is dropping. This was when the price fell through the short-term trend line, so it's quite bearish at the moment, even though it's up roughly 42%. Momentum is also depreciating. Stonemore Inc. Diversified consumer services. Price reached a new 52-week high of $5.35. This exceeds the previous high of $3.71 by $1.64, and it is 1,064.31% above the 52-week low of 0.46. And ends outcomes are due tomorrow, the 23rd of March. It appears to be in a strong bullish trend. 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero and rising. Okay, thank you, Tasiso. Thank you, Tasiso, thank you for joining us. So let's see if we can find any news concerning Stoner Inc. There's no news. The last piece of news was as far back as the 15th of March. So Stonemore is up 45.90%. See, MACD has crossed zero now, and since been trading below the signal line. It's quite bearish at the moment, but at the same time it's a buy for some market participants. It means that the stock has taken a breather. It's maybe a good time to jump in. Yet on the other hand, you can see it still has up to 44%. It has run up today, so we have to consider all of those things. Yeah. So let's see if we can get more ideas. Rice Brown Technologies. No current news. Up 21.71%. Currently retracing. And trading in between its short and intermediate trend lines, and also above its 50-day trend line based on this 1-minute live stream. But you can see immediately the I think when the price broke through the 10-day trend line, the MACD also broke through its signal line. So momentum is quite flat at the moment. So Rice Brown up, even though it's up 22.64, it's has since cooled off a bit and trying to extend a bit further now. Hall of Fame results up 30%. No fresh news. Let's see. Hall of Fame results up 29.63% and extending. Okay, we'll just break for now, and we'll come back probably towards the or later on in this session. Okay, if you joined us, if you are still there, thank you very much for participating in this session. We will come back again later on in the session. Thank you.